What's up, Taiwan? Good evening. I'm Ethan Liu with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. China will extend its live-fire military drills around Taiwan into Monday morning. That's according to Taiwan's Port Authority. Beijing's original plan was for exercises in 6 zones in waters surrounding the country to last until Sunday. China began firing ballistic missiles in the direction of Taiwan in the early afternoon on Thursday, with several rounds of firing throughout the day. Chinese naval ships were also spotted less than 50 kilometers off Taiwan's eastern coast. The drills are a response to a visit to Taipei by U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, which Beijing strongly opposed. China's military drills have also raised concerns among several of the world's largest economies, who are calling on Beijing to show restraint. In a joint statement, G7 countries and the European Union warned that Beijing's aggressive military activity and economic coercion risk unnecessary escalation. Taipei says the exercises amount to a blockade of the country. Seems that it's not just live-fire drills that Taiwan needs to worry about. The Defense Ministry's website was also taken out by a cyber attack on Thursday. Rick Lauer reports from the northern port city of Keelung on how China is putting pressure on all aspects of Taiwan life.
This is Keelung, one of Taiwan's busiest ports for commercial, fishing and military vessels. Just 20 kilometers off this coast, the Chinese military has marked out areas for live fire drills. Part of several military exercises around the island that Taiwan's Ministry of Defense says amounts to a blockade. Taiwan relies on imports for nearly all of its energy production, making it particularly vulnerable to changes in maritime traffic.
目前的燃煤的部分呢有39天的存量，石油的部分有146天的存量，天然气有10到11天的存量。
The burst of Chinese military activity is already disrupting maritime and air traffic to Taiwan. Fishing vessels have been told to stay clear of drill areas and report any sightings of Chinese military. And that's on top of several import and export bans announced by China over the last 2 days. But the threat to Taiwan is also happening online. On Wednesday, all of Taiwan's government agencies were attacked by hackers. Total traffic was 23 times higher than the previous one-day record, bringing down some sites temporarily. Authorities have also warned the public to be on alert for misinformation.
这是一个认知作战，有人形容这个就是无烟硝的战争，这个是对我们透过这样的一个假讯息来影响民心，来扰乱秩序。
Operations at this crucial port near Taiwan's capital continue. But a day after the high-profile visit by US House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, Taiwan continues to brace for what may follow. Rick Lauer, Bing Wang and Eugene Huang in Keelung for TaiwanPlus.
And TaiwanPlus reporter James Chater is in the south of Taiwan, where local residents seem unfazed by the nearby military drills.
I'm here in the southern city of Kaohsiung, home to Taiwan's biggest port. The largest area of Chinese live-fire drills are taking place a little over 20 kilometers off the shoreline. We spoke to residents here to find out how they are viewing the events.
我大概想法是，就是对于他的军演，其实还蛮习以为常的啦。因为最近就是自从蔡政府执政之后，可能之间的彼此的关系就比较紧张一点。那他喊说要军演不是第一次，这次的确是比较密集度比较高，因为他说就是要封台嘛。但我觉得打起来的几率还是很低啦，所以就是觉得生活还是照常这样子。
顺其自然就好了，对，就是跟平常如常一样过生活就好了，对。因为我们也是就是来这边玩的，所以真的没关系，对。
Despite Beijing applying pressure in waters not far from here, the atmosphere remains calm, a sign that while these drills do mark an escalation, for many Taiwanese, they're part and parcel of life living under Chinese threat. Maggie May and James Chater for TaiwanPlus in Kaohsiung.
As China's live-fire drills are taking place, 2 South Korean airlines have cancelled all flights to Taiwan, citing safety concerns. Taiwan's main Taoyuan airport on Thursday also cancelled dozens of other international flights. Taiwan's aviation authority has said the cancellations were not related to the exercises, but no other reason has been given. 18 air routes had already been altered because of the drills. Local travel agencies say people are worried about traveling back home to Taiwan. A Taiwanese man has been arrested in Zhejiang province by China's security police for alleged separatism. Yang Zhiyuan was arrested under China's national security law in Wenzhou City. A police statement accused Yang of having founded the pro-independence Taiwan National Party. There were no further details about why or how long Yang was in the Chinese city. A crackdown on so-called Taiwanese separatists began in China earlier this week, following news that Nancy Pelosi was visiting Taiwan. Before she left Taiwan, Pelosi met with human rights activists, including Taiwanese and Hong Kong campaigners who had been detained in China. Pelosi listened to the experiences of Lam Wing-Ki, a Hong Kong bookseller who fled his home city to Taiwan. Pelosi is a longtime critic of the Chinese Communist Party's record on human rights. She has also spoken out against Beijing's crackdown on Hong Kong's freedoms. Taiwanese pro-democracy activist Li Mingzhe, who spent 5 years in Chinese detention on charges of subverting state power, also attended the meeting. TaiwanPlus reporter Louis Watt spoke to Yang Xianhong, the head of the Taiwan Association for Human Rights, about this event.
There were a number of activists and well-known activists in Taiwan, particularly Li Mingzhe. And what did the discussions revolve around as a group with Nancy Pelosi?
I have to say, because Nancy Pelosi, she has helped a lot in when we rescue Li Mingzhe's case and talk to Li Jingyu and in her office also. So we really appreciate Nancy Pelosi's effort to rescue Li Mingzhe. And actually, they talk to each other and in a very touching situation, that kind of atmosphere. And Nancy encouraged Li Mingzhe must stand up to speak for those people already in the persecution situation in mainland China, and also some of the people being persecuted by Communist China. She really wants to cooperate with the people in Taiwan, so she expressed strongly, says anytime she will come back, and anytime need her, and then she will do what she can do the best.
The 2022 Creative Expo Taiwan held its opening ceremony on Thursday. The event is a platform for showcasing and selling Taiwan's creative and cultural products. Our reporter James Chater was there.
Taiwan's Creative Expo is one of the largest cultural events in Asia, and this year it's taking place for the first time in Taiwan's southern port city of Kaohsiung. Taiwan's culture minister and Kaohsiung's mayor attended the Expo's opening ceremony, which also featured performances by members of Taiwan's indigenous and Hakka communities.
把原来的动能带入一个新的场域，然后也结合当地的能量，所以产生更大的能量。我相信这个对文创产业一定是带来正面的力量。
The theme of this year's Expo is Resonance Island, giving a platform to Taiwanese brands and artists that aim to integrate the unique characteristics of Taiwan's culture and geography into their work. The event is a highlight of Taiwan's creative calendar and will last 10 days. Maggie May and James Chater for TaiwanPlus in Kaohsiung.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally, today we leave you with images of a lotus field on the farm in New Taipei City. The farmer doesn't use any pesticides to create an animal-friendly habitat for local Taipei tree frogs. I'm Ethan Liu. Take care, and I'll see you next time.